Among some of the trends that were discussed was definitely the increasing pressure from fees, which in itself perhaps is not a new topic for the asset management industry, but the panel seemed to suggest that this was resurging as a pressure, as costs generally speaking across the industry, and perhaps across industry in general, are on the rise again. The panel also highlighted the continuing need to invest in technology, for example, artificial intelligence, as the digital transformation in the asset management industry continues to evolve. And of course, what was mentioned is the ongoing drift from active to passive investments. Well, in terms of the competitiveness of European asset managers, this has been debated for some time now. Views may not have changed in as much as people think there's more that the regulators could do to promote the industry, and perhaps more effort taken by the industry itself. However, I think that as this conference more broadly reflects, there's a certain optimism that regulators and the EU at large is returning to the topic of EU competitiveness, which will benefit the industry, for example, through the recent publication of the Draghi report. Yeah, well, I did ask the panel about how profound they think the shift is from public to private assets, and it's clear that they do broadly support the findings of many surveys in recent years that show this is a significant change in asset allocation. And to that extent, the panel are very supportive of products such as the LTIF in the EU and the LTAF in the UK, thinking these products will serve as a kind of conduit in that transition and be very, very successful. As for active ETFs, I would say, opinions were more divided. I mean, ETFs do bring out differences of opinion, but one key takeaway was the idea that traditional institutional investors may not go into the active ETF space. They will probably stick with traditional active funds and strategies, but active ETFs could be very useful to retail investors going forward.